funky.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Tarot with Tay. Welcome to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified every single time that I pull up, okay? Shout out to my alma mater. Yes, I graduated from here. FAMU, let me know. Put a little snake emoji or green and orange hearts if you know about us, if you've heard of us, anything. Just leave some love in the comment section down below for FAMU, all right? Woot woot. Okay, I'm gonna go hard for them till the day I design. Okay, anyways. If you would like to book a personal reading, hit the very first link in the description box to make that happen, all right? And if you would like to support my other channels, I always have links near the timestamps, which you guys have been struggling to find the timestamps. They're literally always pinned in the comment section. If y'all would just slow down, relax. They are always there, always. Unless YouTube is on some tripping shit, y'all let me know, but they're always there, okay? I always pin them, all right? So anyways. So as you can tell from the title of this video, we are going to talk about how do other people view you? How do people perceive you, okay? But to balance out the vanity with some well-needed being in the here and the now, we're gonna get some messages that your higher self has been trying to send you, all right? So this reading is two parts. You're going to pick either a number 1 through 4 or an Uno card. And then you're going to pick a letter A, B, or C. There's not going to be any signifiers there. Just choose a letter A, B, C, or a number 1, 2, 3. And it is associated that way, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Check the timestamps, which are always pinned, all right? Always pinned, okay? Always pinned in the comment section. But let's get into the first portion of this reading and talk about how do people perceive you? All right, let me get my cards together. All right. Again, do not let these cards block your intuition, or I will stop using them because y'all be petty like, oh, the wild card, the draw 4, this and that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. If you know that that's not your damn card, don't pick it. Anyways. All right, so here we have it. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, I know that was a really bad count, but here you go. Why is the 7 upside down? I was tripping for a second. That's a 6. Anyways. All right, so we have group 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, anyways. Go ahead and select your group. And if you want to pick a letter A, B, or C now as well. So you're picking a number 1 through 4, which is going to choose one of these groups. And then a letter A, B, or C, or another 1, 2, 3. The timestamps, which are always pinned in the comments, all right? Let me stress that. The timestamps will make it clear if I'm not making it clear enough, okay? So feel free to pause the screen if needed to make your selections, but let's go ahead and get started, okay? Let's get started. Okay, so group number 1, if you selected this blue skip, then this is your reading. Let's go ahead and see how do people perceive you, all right? Let's find out. How do people perceive group number 1? First out, we have the 4 of Pipes. All right, so, okay, I don't know why the term home wrecker just came through. Okay, so I don't think that that's your energy. Honestly, what I'm getting is that some people might not like that you may be more attractive than them. At least that's how they perceive you. It's like people automatically put you on this pedestal, if you will, and they associate you with wrecking their home, doing things that would get in the way of what they've built. But honestly, I'm just getting like this yeah, like, and we have the Chariot here, like that's like home wrecking energy. But let's keep going. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let's see what's going on here. The Sun. Ah, okay. So this is positive home wrecking, okay? This is shining light in people's lives where they are blinding themselves, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that You come into people's lives in some way, shape, or form, and you are like a walking tower moment, okay? You are a walking tower moment for people. Let's see. You show people how their throat chakra is blocked. Now we're coming back to your card. So people perceive you to be some sort of walking tower moment, whether they believe in like tarot or tower moments at all, but it's like you come into people's lives and you spark a really big change, okay? Yeah, and then we have the King of Wands here. You really shift people's focus, 202 as I'm saying this. So people perceive you as someone to emulate, someone to look after, someone to ask for advice, someone who sees the light, someone, wow, enlightened. Okay, we have the Hanged Man here. You are perceived as someone who is simply enlightened and someone who has a clear vision for where life is going, someone who is completely fulfilled on their own, okay? Someone who is very fiery, passionate, but balances it out with emotional stability, okay? We have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, like you're like the ultimate being, okay? It's like this energy of someone to really look after, like someone to watch. Let's clarify these. Clarify the Four of Pipes. Yeah, the Empress. It's the way that you build your own home that makes people, this could be your own home, like quite literally like the way that you decorate your home, or just the life that you've created for yourself. But what I'm seeing here is that it's the way that you live your life that makes people question the way that they live their own life. They question the things that they allow. There's this deep sense of reflection that you bring. So you act as a mirror in people's lives, okay? We have the Ace of Stones that is clarifying the Sun card, and I just pulled that at 333, which tells me that you come into people's lives and show them that there is more to life than meets the eye. Clarifying the Exemplar of Pipes, or the King of Wands, is the Three of Bowls in the reverse here. There's this energy of lackluster that's coming through. You come through as like this shiny new thing that comes in people's life. And then we have Strength at the bottom of the deck here, which is telling me that you signify a turning point in people's lives, okay? People perceive you as someone that drops into their life and changes everything that they once thought they knew. What is that term that I'm looking for? You're like the ignition that lights the fire, but that's not the term I was looking for exactly. Catalyst. You are a catalyst in people's lives to get them on the right track, if you will. You act as a catalyst for people to get their foundation. 444, as I said, foundation. To get their foundation to align with the vision that they had. Wow. And I'm clarifying this Hanged Man vision, as I said, as they are aligning themselves with the vision that they have for themselves, okay? All right, clarifying vision, the Hanged Man, is the Totem of Bowls, okay? Which dolphin, the swimmers. And in this deck, the totem is the Knight, okay? And so this is equivalent to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups makes me think of chasing the things that you truly adore, going after the things that you truly love, aligning your life with the vision that you have, okay? And so people just perceive you as someone to emulate. I'm getting like a prophet kind of energy, like not to gas you up like beyond your means at all, but just I do feel like that God sends people here to be an example. And you have Exemplar here twice. We have the Exemplar of Pipes and Stones now. So this is quite literally someone who has mastered their passions, being the King of Fire and focusing on those passions, as well as someone who has mastered making tangible profit off of those passions, okay? So you are an example, someone to be watched in a positive light, okay? And then wow, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This is you. This is the epitome of how people perceive you, okay? The Emperor, no matter what your sign is. But remember, I did talk about there was a lot of fire here. At least I hope I mentioned it. Because we have the Sun, we have the King of Wands, we have the Four of Pipes. Those are the main three, and they are the first three that came out. So you come off as like rapid fire in people's lives, okay? You represent rapid fire and the catalyst to ignite people's spiritual quest journey throughout this life. What else can we add here? How do people view you? How do people perceive you? We have the Kingfisher that just came out first. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. You make people want to try something new, okay? In a sense of, let's say that you come into someone's life and they've been a doctor for like 20 years and they see you, someone who has made a career out of something that is untraditional, I guess you could say. Unconventional is a better word, thank you. And they're like, I've always wanted to try to make money off of painting. And then they go and they start that up, and that happens to be the thing that that gets them through their retirement, okay? Like, it's something about you really shift the direction of people's lives, but not in a negative way of you trying to change them. It's just you inspiring them to want more out of life and chase whatever those desires are. Next, we have the Hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Exactly. You come into people's lives and show them that it's okay to not take life so seriously all the time. It's the energy that's coming through here. It's like why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty. I fucking love pink, okay? You give me that kind of energy, like someone who has their shit together, but someone who also knows how to have fun while having their shit together too. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have Eagle. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Exactly. Your elevation in this life is what inspires other people. It's what they see in you. It's your self-assuredness. Thank you. That makes so much sense. The way that your energy commands a room. Okay, this is the Emperor that was at the bottom of the deck here, and I just saw 911, and you guys know that that's my like my tower number. Okay, the number that kind of woke me up was not kind of, the number that literally woke me up was 911. I've been seeing that number since I was like an adolescent. I couldn't fucking figure it out until I was like, this has to have some type of meaning. So I just kept digging and digging and digging. You are the personification of the number 911. Okay, the way that 911 woke me up, that's how you come into people's lives, and that's how they perceive you. Right? It's your strength. Like, people just perceive you as someone who's really strong and in their power and very inspiring, okay? Then we have the Tiger Iron. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. Exactly. You are viewed as someone who not only sparks positive change in your own life, but you inspire others to spark positive change in their lives as well. And you are genuinely happy to help them, or genuinely happy to just be that spark for them. All right. And then at the back of this card says, feel safe and protected, improve self-esteem and confidence, dissipate jealousy, extend blessings and goodwill to others, increase philanthropic actions. You are viewed as someone who naturally wants to see other people thrive, okay? That's what a true leader does. A true leader leads other people to become their own leaders, all right? Did a card flip over? No, I don't think so. Let's get one more. One more, please. Oh, one did flip over. I fucking knew it. I knew it. And that makes sense. It's amethyst here. We have, I pay attention to my intuition and dreams. I easily interpret their messages. You inspire people to take in signs a little bit more, to take signs more seriously. Like, let's say that someone sees a bluebird for the third time in a row that day. They're like, you know what? Maybe this means something. Let me go look into it. The back of this card says, develop intuition, use your psychic gift, increase dream recall and the interpretation of symbols in all areas of life, transform and transmute negativity. All right, so you really just come into people's lives and inspire them to want more, to do better, simply because of your energy that commands people's attention, and not in a look at me kind of way. It's a look what you can do too. All right, so you really inspire people in that way. Bottom of the deck for you says Jade. I am incredibly lucky. I always have plenty of money with plenty to spare. People just feel like you are true to yourself, and you being true to yourself has created the life that you truly desire, a life that you feel very abundant and happy to live, and people want that for themselves. And so again, you are viewed as an example, someone to be watched in a positive way. Like, you are a true leader that leads so that other leaders will then become their own leaders, okay? Because I didn't want to say follow you, because that's not the point here. It's the point of sparking that light within them to lead in their own lives and create other leaders around them. It's like this domino effect of leadership that you spark and ignite into other people, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave this part of the reading right here. Be sure to pick a letter A, B, or C, or a number 1, 2, 3 for the second part of this reading to see what your higher self has been trying to tell you. But without further ado, let's get into the next group. All right, so group number 2, if you selected this yellow 6, I almost said blue and then green. Okay, so we'll see what that comes out with. But blue and green with the solar plexus, those are all aligned. Blue for the throat, green for the heart, yellow for the solar plexus. So it's this part of you, this part, all right, this part here, all right, we're focusing on that. So this has to do with how you are perceived, okay? You're perceived as someone who is confident, well-spoken, and heart-based, okay? So we're gonna start with that energy. I'm hearing talented. So you have talents that involve the throat, the heart, and the solar plexus, all right? I keep hearing well-spoken, okay? We have the totem of arrows, the coyote, the four-legged. I don't know what that last part means, but I'm pretty sure it'll come through. It's almost like you're a part of this specific group. People perceive you to be a part of a specific group. That's confirmation. It has to be. But whatever this group is, I feel like it's a part of your talent. Like, you're grouped in with these people, okay? It's something positive, okay? Something positive. And the totem of arrows, this is the Knight of Wands. This is fast, swift movement, okay? I feel like it's a natural talent, this natural gift, or this natural ability. But let's continue on. I'm hearing leader of the wolf pack. So I feel like, number 1, wolves, dogs, or like just any animal in that family could represent something for you, okay? But let's continue on. Let's dive a little bit deeper. We have the 3 of stones. This is that leader of the wolf pack energy, 222. I saw 111 and 222. I don't know if I mentioned 111 earlier, but I saw that. And now I'm seeing 222. People perceive you as someone who is quite suspicious. Not suspicious like you are suspicious. You're suspicious of everything outside of you, okay? You're perceived as someone who is the protector of your home here, okay? Yeah, we have the exemplar of stones, also known as the King of Pentacles, all right? Someone who is very well established, and someone who is the leader of the wolf pack, the home, whatever the case may be. Someone who's always spitting new knowledge, all right? Okay, and as I said, spitting new knowledge, it's like, so that throat chakra energy. Look at that. The Magician, resources. As above, so below. People feel like you are a divine channel, all right? A divine channel is coming through here. One more. And this could be in any avenue, all right? Any avenue. Yeah, Six of Stones. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is just adding to the as above, so below. This is like receiving information and knowing how to say it properly, say it from the heart, but really mean what you say, okay? So this is my group. People perceive you as someone who could be like a political leader, but not in the traditional sense, in the sense that you actually would spark real change. No tea, no shade. But then honestly, yeah, it is tea and shade, because current political leaders are full of shit, in my opinion. Did I just get political here? Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Anyways, let's go ahead and clarify before I go off on a tangent. Let's clarify the totem of arrows. Okay, we have Harvest Lodge of the stones, all right? This is clarifying, yep. This is clarifying the totem of arrows. This is what you're protecting. This is your home. This is what you've built. The people that you love, the cornucopia that you have created for yourself, okay? You are viewed as someone who is very protective of their own peace as well. Someone who is not easily accessible is what I'm getting here. Like, you will help people and you will assist them, but to a certain extent. They can only get so close. Look at that, the Three of Arrows. Because you've gone through the ringer, all right? And I just saw 511. You guys know that's my number of mental health. That coming out with the Three of Arrows here, it's all about learning those lessons. You've already been through, literally been through the ringer mentally, spiritually, physically. You've been through it all. So now you are this King of Pentacles who is established in who you are and what you stand for, and protective of yourself and the things of that have made you who you are, and the things that you've created for yourself, okay? With the Five of Stones at the bottom of the deck, people will see you as someone who has manifested a lot for themselves, okay? The Two of Bowls here. Yeah, you've found your place in this world is how people perceive you. You've found your happiness, what you want to create, all right? You found it. And you're not afraid of helping other people, but again, you keep your distance, okay? You're perceived as someone who doesn't let people get too close to you, all right? We have the Six of Arrows here. This is giving, like, I keep looking at this card and I'm seeing off into the distance, off into the distance. Clarifying the, yeah, clarifying the Magician. I'm getting this energy of someone who can, like, cloud watch. Is it still called scrying if you can, like, look into the clouds and see images? I'm not really sure. Y'all know I don't fuck with labels like that. I don't really care. Like, if basically you're perceived as someone who uses nature, who uses the world around you, who uses your experiences to make sense of everything that's going on. People feel like you are someone to be trusted, someone that can really make sense of things. Look at that. The Two of Stones is clarifying the Six of Stones here. You've done the work. You've experienced it. We have the 6 stones being clarified by 2 stones adds up to 8 stones. You've put in the work. You've seen the signs. You've been through the ringer that had you trying to balance everything, had you feeling away, okay? You've been through it all. You've put in the work. And you're viewed as someone who exudes this. Totem of Bowls at the bottom of the deck, okay? And that's the Knight of Cups. I don't know, it's just, it's, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You went from the Totem of Arrows, so the Knight of Wands, to the Knight of Cups. Someone who used to always rush and be like always on the go, like moving like this, to someone who is now slow, methodical, well-spoken. You really are perceived as someone who thinks before they speak now. You are perceived as someone who has really taken in the lessons of this life and made the best of yourself based on your experiences, okay? People feel like you have really renewed yourself in this life, okay? We have, wow, Vulture. Accept the inevitable. Accept the inevitable. Let go of the past and welcome a rebirth to begin. Quite literally what I just said. You are perceived as someone who has literally let go of their past self and accepted this new version of themselves, okay, based on what you've been through in this life, okay? And we have Cardinal. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role of unfolding ahead of you. And I want you to know that people see that this is these lessons that you've taken in and learned for yourself are going to help you help others moving into the future, okay? And you can help others in so many different ways, all right? So take that message as it resonates. Bottom of the deck, Peacock. Inherit wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. I can't make this shit up, dog. I can't make it up. Let's go ahead and close out with some crystals. Let's get 2 crystals. First, we have green tourmaline. Abundance and prosperity are in infinite supply. I am grateful for blessings in my life. Prosperity and abundance is not just tangible money, wealth, or the things that you own. It starts within first, okay? The back of this card says, believe in unlimited wealth and success for all. Act philanthropically. Realize the infinite supply available. Magnetize ethical, heart-centered business associates. Wow. Remember, I talked about you work from the heart space, and you're not afraid to share and spread the wealth, but you still keep your energy protected while you do this, okay? Let's get one more. Don't try to give me like 25, dog. I just want one. I just want one. One more, please. Let's get one more. Thank you. Look at that. It's heart-based again because it's a green. The back is green. Bottom of the deck, I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. Tiger iron. Again, what you have learned, all the lessons that you've taken in, you spread the wealth. And that's why you will forever be this exemplar of stones, this king of pentacles, all right? And then we have emerald. I learn unlimited income doing, did I say learn? I meant to say earn. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. I am successful in all of my pursuits. The back of this card says, release limiting beliefs regarding money, increase financial success, attract extreme wealth, increase abundance in all areas of life, cultivate authentic relationships. And again, this is all based on you living from those 3 spaces that I talked about. The throat chakra, expressing the truth from the heart, the green, with confidence, with, what's that term? Oh my gosh, I always do this to myself. But basically, expressing your truth and not sparing any feelings, but it's still from the heart, okay? Like, you tell it like it is, confidently. And you believe in what you have to say. And so because you have this faith in yourself, so do other people. They trust you to lead them, guide them forward, to give them good advice, to show them the signs, to help them along the way. But again, from a distance. And this is how you are perceived, all right? Someone who has undergone a wicked change, okay? A wicked change. And I mean wicked in a beautiful way. You've undergone a lot of changes. And you have found the wealth within, and you're not afraid to spread it, but you also keep your distance from people, which I have to respect. So I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here. If you would like to check out the second part of this reading to find out what your higher self has been trying to tell you, be sure to either select a number 1 through 3, so 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C. Check the timestamps to take you right there. And without further ado, let's get into group number 3. All right, so group number 3, if you selected this, I almost said yellow 7, okay? This happened in another group where I said a completely different color, but this green 7. So yellow and green, solar plexus, including the heart. You're perceived as someone who's following a path that lights you up inside because you're following your heart. and it makes you feel good, like you're on the right path, okay? When you know that you have found your purpose, when you no longer give a fuck about what other people's opinions are about what you're doing, okay? Prime example for me, people that don't understand tarot, I've been called all kinds of things for using tarot cards simply because people don't understand. When I tell you, I give zero fucks about what they think because I'm happy here. I know that I'm helping people here. So that's how you know you found your purpose. When people will call you out of your name, they will do whatever, they will do whatever, say whatever to try to tear you down, but you still don't care, okay? There's this line by Kevin Gates. I'm knowing my purpose now. But basically in that line, I'm not recalling the exact song or the lyrics, but I do remember he said, I'm knowing my purpose now. And he was referring to not caring about what external sources have to say about whatever it is that he chooses to do. That's how he knows that he found his purpose, because he simply does not care what other people have to say. So you are perceived as someone who has found their purpose in some way, shape, or form. Wow, we have the Empress that just popped out here. The literal Empress has come out in your reading. First things first. The Death card. And I keep hearing first things first, I'm the realist, okay? And I'm not an Iggy fan, but I'm also not a hater, because get it how you live, sis. Do what you gotta do to get it done, all right? Look at that. And as I was saying that, we go from the Empress to the Death card. That's the number 3 to the number 13. So 3, 1, 3. But also the difference between those two numbers is 10. 10, the number of endings. The number that represents the literal meaning of doing what you have to do to get the shit done. That's how you are perceived. Wow, we have the nurturing lodge of the bowls here. This is the 10 of Cups. Doing whatever it is that you have to do to get your sense of happiness. Then we have this eagle here representing the totem of pipes. This is giving me Phoenix rising from the ashes, which makes complete sense after the Death card. Rising above, moving on, taking the higher road. I'm hearing Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. How is this group perceived? Yep, the 8 of Bowls. You're perceived as someone who will do anything in a positive way. You will do anything for your own peace, your own happiness, for you and the ones that you love. Teaching lodge of the arrows. This is, I believe, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is a lodge. That is someone who is very dignified, quite literally a queen, someone who will not argue. Like, I'm noticing too that in this energy, I don't feel the need to over-explain. I don't feel the need to make my life make sense to anyone else. And that's you. That's how you're perceived. The 4 of Swords, exactly. You have found peace. You are perceived as someone who does not give a single fuck about external opinions as long as you are at peace. And the thing is that you're not hurting anyone with what you're doing. Just like that story that I told earlier. I'm not hurting anyone by reading tarot. I'm not hurting anyone. So I don't give a shit who doesn't like it. All right? The 10 of Bowls. Here we are. The 10 of Cups. your own happiness, your own sense of bounty. This Empress, her card literally says bounty. The things that she has collected for herself, her own cornucopia, her own wealth, her own happiness, okay? I'm hearing generational wealth here. Ooh, wow, this is, wow. And this card came right back out. The Queen of Swords. With these arrows coming down from the sun, creating a pyramid, you know that you are aligned exactly where you are. You know that you have left behind parts of yourself that you no longer need. You know that there is still so much more to gain moving ahead. You're just someone who really has their head on straight, okay? And this is how people perceive you. Look at that, the Hermit. Someone who's in their own lane, who doesn't need any other guidance than the one within. And this is not in a way that's like, oh, I don't need help. No, it's just, this is the group that truly believes that your highest connection, your highest divinity from within can tell you and give you so much more than any book or any other leader possibly can. Of course, it's always nice to seek external resources. Like, this video is an external resource, but I feel like this group is very discerning. You might not watch a lot of people on YouTube. I'm honored that I am one of the ones that you have selected, you know, honestly, for real, because it really means a lot when someone sees the world in the way that I do, because I'm the same way. I won't just watch any reader, because like Messages from Lexi has once said, people spit a lot of hot shit. Like they'll spit hot garbage is what she said. And I love that term, because you just know when someone's speaking to your soul and when someone's speaking out of their ass, okay? The Hanged Man here, Vision. You are focused on growth. And this is how people see you. This is how you are thought of. Someone who is constantly leaving behind old aspects of the self, old places, old people, old things, and moving towards the new, okay? Shedding old skin. Like a snake, like a lizard. All right, and then we have these 7 of Stones. Look at that cornucopia that I was talking about. This wealth, this abundance that you're building, that you're walking towards, that you're creating for yourself, this new life that you're stepping into. And you are leaving behind all the bullshit. You're not overpacking, you pack light, okay? And then we have the Apprentice of Stones. Exactly, someone who is patiently waiting and building the things that they want in this lifetime, okay? Because the Apprentice is the page, someone who is manifesting this dream, someone that is manifesting their own peace, someone who is rising above everyone else's opinions, okay? Let's add a little bit more. All right, we have, I knew that this was going to come out, Vulture. Accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. You are the epitome of the 8 of Cups. That's why the 8 of Cups has come out in your reading. This is how people perceive you. They see you, they just see you moving forward. And you might look back a few times just to reminisce, but there's nothing greater than where you're going. Turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Remember, I kept talking about cornucopias and what the bounty that you have created for yourself, that you're attracting for yourself. You are on your own divine path. It's taking me back to the green number 7. You are on your own divine heart-lit path, okay? And the Hermit is at the center of your reading here as well. Bottom of the deck for you, Parrot. Wow. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. I have chills right now. I've never felt more aligned with spirit than I do right now in this reading, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Then we have Watermelon Tourmaline. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me by focusing on divine love. Divine love starts with you first. The back of this card says, open your heart to love. Feel unconditional love and support. Bridge the spiritual connection between heaven and earth. increase romance. Remember, I was just talking about how I've never felt more connected to spirit. Like, this is what you do. You do whatever it is that you have to do. You end whatever cycles you have to end. You change whatever you have to change to continue feeling connected. Let's get one more crystal oracle card, please. All right, and we have the garnet. I stay focused on the task at hand and accomplish my goals with creativity and determination. The back of this card says, stop procrastinating, increase self-motivation, maintain focus, determination, and success, stay grounded and focused, walk the path to creative success. Remember, I kept talking about paths here. Your heart is the only thing that can lead you to a path that is lit up by creative success, okay? So I'm gonna leave your reading right here though. Bottom of the deck, tiger iron. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. And you want nothing more than for other people to observe this energy and take it into their own life and apply it in the way that they need to, without feeling the need to conform to anyone else's ideas or opinions, okay? So be sure to check out the message that your higher self has been trying to send to you via the pinned timestamps down below. You can select number 1 through 3 for the second part, or a letter A, B, C. So 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, whatever it is to get you to that message that you need. Let's go ahead and get into the final group for the first part of this video. All right, so my wild card. I'm hearing balancing out the good, the bad, the highs, the lows. All right, let's see. How do people perceive my wild card? How do people perceive my wild card? I'm quite literally picking up every energy with this group. Like, you have this multifaceted soul, okay? This multifaceted personality. You have a lot of sides to you. All right, we have the 7 of Stones that came out with the Hanged Man. I'm hearing, I'm not being difficult, I just see things differently. Okay, quite literally, you're not trying to shake the table on purpose. It's just your mere existence that challenges life as we know it. That's how you're perceived. Then we have the Totem of Stones, Snake, the Crawlers. People fear you in a way, but that's because people fear what they don't understand. The Totem of Stones is the Knight of Pentacles. You're perceived as someone who doesn't, it's something about you don't move a lot. You don't do something a lot. Like, people can't calculate your moves. That's what they fear. People don't know what your next move is. That's why you're quite literally the wild card. And it scares them a bit because they're like, how? Yeah, the Magician. How does this person move this way? How does this person do what they do when they do it? Why? People just, like, I'm getting all these questions. Okay, then we have the 3 of Bowls. And it always seems to work out. Now I'm hearing, let it all work out. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Wow. There's a deep sense of just divine trust here. People perceive you as someone with a faith deeper than the ocean, okay? That's the analogy I just got. Faith deeper than the ocean. And I was just about to say, and hope that rises higher than the sun, and the sun just came out. I don't know what you've gone through in your life. Yeah, but we just went from the Hermit to the Sun. That's the number 9 to 19, so 919. But you've gone through some sort of great awakening in your life. You've gone through some sort of massive change in your life on a spiritual level. Okay, yeah. The 5 of Stones is at the center of your reading with the that's clarifying the totem of stones. So the Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Someone who's undergone a lot of drastic changes, dramatic events in their life, okay? For reasons unknown, but your faith and your hope is still so strong. People perceive you as someone who is so beautifully confident and understanding in this life. Look at that, the Nine of Arrows. Life has beat your ass a few times, has had you feeling away, but you seem to overcome it every single time, and they don't know how. All right, let's get one more tarot card. Thank you. The Nine of Pipes. The Nine of Arrows followed by the Nine of Pipes. This is the example, like the purest example of life has put you through the ringer, but you have always come out on top. What is at the bottom of this deck? The Ten of Arrows. Didn't I just talk about going from the number 9 to the number 19 is number 10? Significant changes. The Ten of Swords. Significant changes that have altered the way that you look at life, that have altered the way that you think, that have altered everything about life as you know it. We have Goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. You are perceived as someone who is on this journey, quite literally. You are on this journey to fulfill your wildest dreams and desires, and people are in awe of how you're doing this here. Crane, you will soon enter a new beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. And it seems like every step of the way, there's always someone or some sort of blessing that comes through and shows that God is on your side. He has a divine team that knows no mistakes, that makes no errors, okay? In your life, you're a walking example of that. Canary at the bottom of the deck. Step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. Very beautiful energy here. I just heard it like a really loud car go by, but it was like a mumbled loud. Like, I don't know how to describe that, okay? And your reading is about to be really short. Like, with you, there's no extra. There's no, you know how people are like, let's get to the meat and the potatoes. You're like, I don't need all that. Exactly, like, I don't get it, but you're like, I don't need all that. You're very mysterious. You're very strong, and I know some people don't like to hear that word because it's like, bitch, I'm tired of being strong. But it's like, we're all strong. We're all tired of being strong. I think that every day that you get up and you keep living life when it's not exactly what you want, that makes you strong as fuck, which is everybody, because we are always wanting more out of life. Always. Peacock Copper. I confidently show my true colors to others. I am fabulous. You have this quiet, brute confidence. The back of this card says, improve optimistic outlook on life, increase happiness, feel confident and comfortable, embrace ability to be in the spotlight. So what I'm seeing here is that people see you as someone who has a story to tell. I'm getting like TED Talks from this group here, or just like you having your own platform to tell your story, all right? Let's get one more here. Let's get one more to close out this portion of the reading before we get into the final messages from the higher self. Feel free to pick a letter, A, B, C at this time, or 1, 2, 3, and that will guide you to the second half of this reading, your higher self. Your last card, Jade. I am incredibly lucky. I always have plenty of money with plenty to spare. Jade, you are always provided for. The back of this card says, improve visualization of positive outcomes, attract good fortune and good luck, improve financial status, activate your millionaire mind. I love it. I absolutely love it. Bottom of the deck, the Seraphonite. My mind and spirit are connected with each other and the divine. Okay, so you're just perceived as someone who really, you're perceived as someone who has their shit together, even when you don't, okay? You just kind of know how to fall into the flow of life and how to make it work for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this portion of the reading right here, and let's go ahead and get into the higher self portion. Okay, so if you selected the number 1 for the second part, or the letter A, then this is your reading. There's going to be very quick messages here, no long talking whatsoever. I'm just going to pull 3 tarot cards and 2 Moonology. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of them. 2 Moonology. So this group, Page of Wands reversed, the 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. You're waiting on that idea, that perfect idea that you want to build on. There's no such thing as a perfect idea. You take an idea and you mold it to this perfect idea that you have. You can make anything perfect if you take the action to build it up. Maybe you're feeling lackluster in your career, your relationship at this time. Not to be corny, but Hannah Montana said it best: life's what you make it, so let's make it right. All right? This is a message from your higher self to say, I need you to shift your perspective right now. Life is never going to be 100% satisfactory. I need you to understand that right now. But you have to move on and make the best of what you have right in front of you regardless. That is the attitude of gratitude, and that's what brings you more blessings, okay? What do you want to build towards, okay? I'm getting this two-way street here. For some of you, this quite literally is a relationship where you're feeling lackluster here. You're feeling less than. You're like, maybe I should just ditch this and like move on towards like building my finances, okay? But then you'll just be rich and unhappy. There's something deeper within. Look, work through your fears. You're being encouraged to work through whatever this doubt is. Even when you don't see how this could work out, try it anyway. The thing is that if you're not on the right track, your footsteps will always be aligned 222 to exactly where you're meant to go. So trust that. So just keep moving forward and shift your perspective to always see the good things that are right in front of you. Communication is key. This is that energy. Life is what you make it. You have to express your concerns, your weaknesses, your doubts, your abilities, whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is, because this is such a broad reading for you to apply to your life. But the overall message here is you have to be your own inspiration. You have to be your own push. You have to be your own guide. You have to do it on your own. I can motivate you through as many readings as I want to, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to you, okay? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. And the thing is that Aries is a doer. Aries don't just talk. Aries gets out there and is like, you know what? I'm going to go and do something. I'm going to go and take that leap of faith to get me the change that it is that I desire. I'm going to go ahead and leave this quick higher self message here. I hope it brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation. 333. I'm going to leave it right here. I'll see you guys next time. All right, so if you chose the number 2 or the letter B, then this is your reading. This message is going to be very quick. It's just whatever your higher self has been trying to get through to you. We're going to pull 3 tarot cards and 2 Moonology, okay? Your higher self wants you to know that you are the only one holding yourself back at this time. It's like you're dreading how long something will take, but it's only going to take longer if you don't start. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles reversed, the 8 of Cups. If you want to be starting something, you got to be starting something. Sitting there stuck and wondering like, how could this ever work out? That is analysis paralysis, my friend. Stop overanalyzing and go pour your heart, love, joy, wonder, peace into everything that you do. Look, you are very close to achieving your goal. The moment that you start gets you one step closer, 111, to manifesting what it is that you want. But you holding yourself back in analysis paralysis and fighting every idea that comes to you with some sort of negative entity to say like, oh, this won't work because of this, that's not doing you any good. We have your dreams need a practical plan. You have to start. You have to start. You have to start. You will heal through the process. Sometimes we falsely tell ourselves that, okay, I'll start that when I feel better. We go through cycles of emotions. Emotions are like this. They're not like this. They're not like this. They do whatever the fuck they want to do, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If you wait for the perfect moment for you to feel good, for you to feel balanced, you're never going to start. If I waited for myself to feel good to start tarot, I wouldn't be starting until right now. 222. God will heal you through your purpose. That idea that you have, he's going to heal you through it. Okay? Somebody really needed to hear that. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be greater than human to execute this. There's a fucking fly. But I feel like this is just confirmation. But there's a fucking fly. But honestly though, this is just your sign to say that the moment that you start is the moment that it'll happen. That doesn't mean that it's going to be instant gratification. You guys know I talk about that all the time, but you have to start. You're never going to be in the perfect place. You have to make the place that you are currently in perfect. And remember that God will heal you through your purpose. Literally through the process of your purpose, he will heal you. I have been healed. Every tarot reading that I have put up on this channel heals me in a different way. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this reading right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the final message from the higher self. Last and most certainly not least, if you selected the number 3 or the letter C, then this is your reading. Okay, anyways. Okay, so right off the bat, your higher self is trying to deliver you some good news, okay? Your higher self is trying to deliver you some good news. They want you to lighten up. They're like, that heartbroken chapter, that shit is done with, my guy. Smile. You're being encouraged to smile. You look so much better when you smile. I smile, I smile. Okay. Let's get 3 tarot cards. Wow. It's like you're afraid to look happy towards the future. You're like, I don't want to be disappointed, so I'm just going to pretend that I don't see the progress that I'm making. Your higher self is like, cut that shit out. Look at that judgment. They're calling you out to say you need to appreciate how far you've come, how much you've done, how much growth, how much life, how much gusto you have put in and will receive in return, are receiving in return. Stop trying to blind yourself. Just because you put on the blinders doesn't mean that it's going to stop the blessings from flowing in. It's like, it's almost as if you're afraid to be happy for the blessings that are coming in because you feel like it's going to stop. I need you to reprogram that part of you that believes that. All right? Yes, life is non-linear. Yes, the good and the bad must always come, but they'll always come. So accept them as they come. If it's good right now, sit in that. Just be happy with that and allow life to bless you. Look at this. We have prosperity lies ahead. They're like, you need to take off your fucking blinders and see where you're going because it's great things ahead of you. It's safe to take off the blinders now. Look at that. Hold your vision. Come on. It is safe to take off the blinders and see life from a positive light. Bottom of the deck, be bold and make the first move. This is literally spirit saying, take off your blinders. I just saw 222. Take off the blinders and realize that light has ushered itself into your life because you have altered the actions that you take, the moves that you make. You have altered the way that you think. You have altered everything. So now you have to expect everything around you to be altered as well. This message was really quick, but honestly, this is just your higher self telling you, like, pat yourself on the back. Look at how far you've come. Look at how much you've grown. Look at how much life you have and how much life you give. You have no idea where this shit is going to take you. So just hang on for the ride. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope it brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation. With that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!